Hey guys, welcome back for another real short lesson here, getting you ready for test next week. So, but we got to start out with jokes. So here we go. Always need jokes. What do you call a boy with 1 foot in the door? What do you call a boy with 1 foot in the door? Just in. Just in. And what do you call a policeman who never gets out of bed? An undercover cop. So that's probably the highlight of this little lesson. But so what's going on? So the you guys have a test coming up Monday, Tuesday, and I want to just review for that, and I'm not going to take very long. On Monday, Tuesday, your review packets are due, but the lab, which I was saying, the thickness density lab, which I was saying was going to be due on Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to make it due Wednesday, Thursday. So the test does not take very long. I'm thinking it's a 15-minute, 20-minute. So when we get here Monday, Tuesday, we'll take any questions you have on the review. You're going to turn that in. You'll get a small number of points for that. And then we'll take the test. And then I do want to start chapter 3, but I want to give you some time to work on the lab. The lab kind of doesn't take very long to make the measurements, but then it takes a while to do the calculations. And we're going to get into chapter 3. So, but the main thing I want to do today is just real quickly talk about the test. And so I've got here on the chalkboard the topics on the test. So this test and the tests are going to be multiple choice tests, and I'm going to collect your phones, and so you're going to need a calculator, and I'll actually clear the calculator out. I'll clear the RAM out, so I don't want anything in the calculator. So I'll clear it out, but you can use your graphing calculator, and you can also use the unit sheet. What I'm talking about there is the sheet that's got all the unit conversions on it here. This handout here, I'll let you guys use. I'll actually give you a copy of it. I'm not going to let you use yours, but I'll provide that for you so you can use that. And you won't need the periodic table yet. You will need the periodic table soon, but not yet. And so you'll have a calculator. You'll have the unit sheet that I'll provide. I will clear the calculators out, your RAM out. I will collect your phones. I'm not going to let you guys have your phones during the test. And so we'll take the test and what I talked about. So it's a 20 multiple choice 20 question test. So the way that the test will work is we'll have a small chapter test like this one, and then in a couple of weeks we'll have a bigger unit test on chapters 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll have a small test on 4, and then a bigger test on 5, and of course all that will come after fall break. But what's on this test, this is chapter 1 and 2. It's mainly on chapter 2. There's very, very little on chapter 1, but chapter 1 we talked about chemistry and the scientific method. Okay, and then what is in chapter 2? Scientific notation. So very little of that on the test, but there will be a little bit with just getting in the right, with the decimal and expressing scientific notation, using that on your calculator. Metric units, again, you're going to have that, the unit sheet, but remember the king hates dates because dates cost money and how to do those conversions. Sig figs, remember that both in measurement and calculation. They're not a huge thing, but that is on the test as well. Dimensional analysis and the unit factor methods. So you're going to have to be able to convert from one unit to another and do those, and that's where the unit sheet will be important. Temperature, you'll have to remember Kelvin is equal to Celsius plus 273. The Fahrenheit equation I will write on the board. You need to be able to use it, but you don't have to memorize it. But this one I expect you to memorize. And the density is equal to mass over volume, and I showed you that triangle. So I think this test is one that you guys can do well on. We can have a good start to the year on the first test. So hopefully you'll study and be ready to go Monday, Tuesday test. So hey, have a good weekend. Study some chemistry. It'd be a good idea to work on that lab as well. Talk to you next week. Bye.